$1 million isn't what it used to be. $1 million today buys what 400K used to. And it gets worse. By the time you retire, that same million might only be worth 250K in today's money. Here's the inflation shock nobody's preparing for. In 1990, $1 million could buy you a mansion in most cities, 2 luxury cars paid in full, and still have 600K left to generate income. Today, that same million gets you a starter home in a decent neighborhood, 1 decent car, and you're basically broke. The goalpost didn't just move, it teleported. Let's break down what actually happened. $1 million in 1990 equals $2.4 million today when adjusted for inflation. So when your parents retired with $1 million, they were actually retiring with what would need to be $2.4 million now to have the same lifestyle. But here's where it gets scary. Inflation isn't slowing down. Since 2020 alone, the dollar lost 20% of its purchasing power. 20% in just 4 years. Financial advisors used to say you need $1 million to retire comfortably. That rule, it's dead. Here's the new math. The 4% rule says you can safely withdraw 4% per year. On $1 million, that's $40,000 annually. Try living on $40K a year. That's barely above poverty level in most cities. And that's before healthcare costs, which are rising 3 times faster than regular inflation. This is why inflation is called the stealth tax. Your salary goes up 3% a year, you feel like you're making progress. But if inflation is running at 5%, you're actually getting poorer. Your $100,000 salary has the same buying power as $95K did last year. You're working the same hours for less purchasing power. And your savings? Sitting in a bank account earning 0.5% interest while inflation eats 5%. You're losing 4.5% of your wealth every single year by doing nothing. So what does this actually mean? If you're 30 and planning to retire at 65, you don't need $1 million, you need $4 million just to match what $1 million buys today. If you're 50, you need to be targeting $2.5 million minimum. And that's assuming inflation stays at normal levels. If we get another 2020-style shock, add another 30% to those numbers. $1 million used to mean wealthy. Now it means comfortable if you're careful. Stop saving for yesterday's retirement. Start building for tomorrow's reality. What's your retirement number? Comment below.